We have the question, which one are isotonic solutions? Where there are 4 solutions A, B, C and D. A is 0.1 molarity glucose, B is 0.05 molarity sodium chloride and C is 0.05 molarity barium chloride and D is 0.01 molarity ammonium trichloride. And we have some groups A, B, B, C, C, D and AD. How will we find which of them are isotonic solutions? Now, which are the solutions which are isotonic solutions? They have the same osmotic pressure. That means if we find out the osmotic pressure for these then we can easily find out which group are the isotonic solutions. Now, in order to find the osmotic pressure, we use the formula I is equal to ICRT, where R is the molar constant, T is the temperature, C is the concentration and I is the Van-Tap factor. Okay, and this is the osmotic pressure. Now these two are constant quantities. We can assume that at constant temperature and the value of R is constant. Now this is the value of concentration. Now concentration here varies from particle to particle, and I is again, so I is the Van-Tap factor. Van-Tap factor can also be assumed by just taking the number of molecules which are associated in the group. So for the A, the value of I, that is glucose, always remember the value of I is 1. Okay. Now for the B, the value of I we have to find, and B we have NaCl. That means when we dissociate it, it changes into 2. That is this one and this one. So value of the I is equals to 2. Now similarly, barium chloride, that is C, the value of I is barium chloride. Now here 2 molecules, here 1. That means value of I is equal to 3. That means number of molecules can be considered with the help of Van-Tap factor in these types of competitive exam based questions. Now D, we have Van-Tap factor ammonium trichloride. That means here 3 molecules, here 1 molecules. That means Van-Tap factor, here it is 4. Okay. Now osmotic pressure depends both on I and concentration. That means we have to multiply with I with the concentration. Here we have 0.1 molarity, here this, here this. Okay, so one by one we find out the osmotic pressure. So we get for the A, value of pi is equal to 1 into concentration of A is 0.1, which is equal to, here we get 0.1. Okay. Now for the B, value of the pi is 0.05 into 2. When we multiply, we get again 0.1. That means RT, we can write it as. Okay. Now here in the third one, C, we get the value of 3, that is 0.05 into 3, which is equal to 0.15 RT. Okay. Now for the D, we get 0.01 into 4 and we get the answer 0.04 RT. Now from here, we can easily conclude that the osmotic pressure of A and B are the same. These two are the same. So these are the isotonic solutions. So what are isotonic solutions which have the same osmotic pressure and which we can easily find using the Van-Tap factor? Now watch the question. If A is equal to 0.3 molarity C2H5OH, B is equal to 0.1 molarity Mg3PO4 twice, C is equal to 0.250 molarity KBr and D is equal to 0.3 molarity Na3PO4, which one has the highest Van-Tap factor? Which option has the highest Van-Tap factor? So how we will do these types of questions? Here not even the temperature is given, not even the osmotic pressure is given, then how will we find the Van-Tap factor? So we can find the Wonta factor using the number of molecules which dissociate when we dissolve in the water. So we just consider these compounds. So for C2H5OH, we have Wonta factor 1 because this is an organic compound. Now second one, Mg3PO4 2. Now this is overall phosphate. So we take it as a whole. So here number of molecules 3 to 5. So I is equals to 5. Similarly, we have KBr. Here 2 molecules are there. So value of I is equal to 2. Now next one we have Na3PO4. So this is overall a 1 molecule of phosphate and these are 3 molecules of sodium. So overall I is equals to 3 plus 1, 4. So which has the highest Wonta factor, that is I is equal to 5, that is B1 is the highest Wonta factor. Which complex ion has a maximum freezing point having the same molality, and we have some options. Now if there is a topic of freezing point, that means it depends upon the Wonta factor also. So the trick which we follow here in these types of question, that means freezing point is directly proportional to Van't Hoff factor. That means is directly proportional to I, and I can be calculated using the number of molecules which can be dissociated. Now moreover, one thing, anything which is written in the square bracket is a complex ion and the whole entity be taken as a 1. Okay. Now in the first case, if we have to find N, listen over here how we will proceed. We have first example, CO H2O 5 Cl Cl2 dot H2O. Now this whole entity, it is taken as 1, okay, and this Cl2, it is 2, and water, it is ignored, okay. So total overall it dissociates into 2, that means 1 and 2, number of moles is 3, so Wonta factor here is 3, 2 plus 1, 3. Now similarly, if you observe this case, this is overall 1 and 1, that means 1, 1, 2, okay. So for the first one we have 3, for the second one we have 2. Now here this overall 1 and nothing else. So here Wonta factor is 1, and here it is overall 1 and this is 3, that means overall 4. Now here fourth one has the highest Wonta factor, that is 4, so it has the maximum freezing point. So option 4 has maximum freezing point, okay. That means remember, freezing point is directly proportional to Van't Hoff factor. More the Van't Hoff factor, more is the freezing point of the complex ion, unless they have the same molality. Now just watch the next question. In this question we find how to find the concentration of given solute in ppm. That means, for example, we have a question, if a toothpaste of 500 gram has 0.2 gram of fluoride. In a toothpaste there is a fluoride, they have different weight when they are mixed with each other. Find the concentration of fluoride in ppm, and we have 4 options. Now how will we find? Formula for that is weight of the solute in gram upon weight of the solvent in gram into 10 to the power 6. We have to multiply with 10 to the power 6 if we have to find the concentration in the ppm, okay. Now which is the solute here. Solute here is the fluoride and it has the 0.2 gram. Now, what is the weight of the solvent? In the solvent, we don't write only 500. We have to sum up the both of two and we get 500.2 into 10 to the power 6. Now, if we multiply them, what we get? We get 2 to the power 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, and we just ignore it, 502, or we can write simply. So if we just ignore it, so this is 3 zeros are there, 3 zeros that cancel, and this is only left over with 5. That means if we take the round off of that 5002, yeah, 500.2, we just simply get 2000 over 5, okay, and we get 5 fours are 20. So approximately our answer is 400, okay. So in order to find a concentration in ppm, we have to multiply with 10 to the power 6. This is the main thing. Now one more question, which is concept based. We have to find the normality of 2 molarity of sulfuric acid, okay. That means here molarity of sulfuric acid is given and we have to find the normality. With the help of this question, I am giving you a relationship between normality and molarity, which is equal to molarity into acidity or basicity or acidity. Which one we have to take? Which one is given in the question? Here it is acid, so we take acidity. Okay, so we have to find the normality of 2 molarity of sulfuric acid. Now in this sulfuric acid, it has acidity. यहाँ H पे देखो जो 2 लिखा हुआ है, यही एसिडिटी है, ठीक है. तो ये आपका नॉर्मेलिटी क्या हो जाएगा? ये मोलारिटी का 2 इंटू 2 यानी क्या हो गया 4. तो हमारा ऑप्शन क्या है 4. अगर इसी तरीके से यहीं पर मैं क्वेश्चन चेंज कर दूँ, इफ वी हैव टू फाइंड द molarity. For example, we convert the question in this way. Find the molarity of 2N of sulfuric acid, for example. Then normality is equal to molarity into acidity. So here normality becomes 2. We have to find the molarity. Acidity over here 2. So molarity becomes 1. Okay. So our option will be 1 molarity. All the options get changed. For example, let it be. So this is the main formula, main relationship between normality and molarity. Okay. Normality is equal to molarity into acidity or basicity. I will take one more example regarding that. Now we have another question, molarity of 0.5 normality of NaOH, and we have the 4 options. Now here the compound which is given is the base. Okay, we use the same relationship, normality is equal to molarity. Here it is base, so we use basicity. So normality is 0.5 and we have to find the molarity. And here, if we have to find the basicity, that means we have to consider the hydroxyl ion. So there is 1 hydroxyl ion, so into 1. So molarity again becomes 0.5. So our option becomes F. For example, if in the question, if it is not OH, it is OH2, then here basicity becomes 2. In this way, we find the different types of questions.